think just a quick one, Itulah Syakban, kita coming to Ramadan. Okay, just a quick tip how we should approach our breakfast now as a community yang mungkin lebih peka about how we supposed to approach this life change lah.
Okay, so in bulan puasa, we must understand that there's actually not just one, there are actually two, which is your sahur and your buka. Right? We forget that sahur is something that is strongly encouraged in Islam. Right? So we should do sahur, we should not do sahur. Okay. First thing, must understand that when we are in Ramadan, right, we do our objective is not intermittent fasting. Our objective is to fulfill the religious requirement. Okay, so jangan try to go overboard lah. Macam for example this today I just finished a 44-hour fast. So I can do. I've done this. I do it on a
wet fast.
It's a wet fast. It's a weekly basis. I will do one very long fast in a week, and I mean, of course, I do it with the intent that I want to be, healthier. I want to insulin resistance, everything. Yeah. So that's my intent, right? So exactly your niat. Remember that when we are doing Ramadan, our niat is different. Our niat is we are fulfilling an act of worship. So go back to what is encouraged in Islam. So absolutely that no hesitation when I will break fast. Hadith has mentioned breakfast with dates. I will breakfast with dates. Right? Dates have fiber. Yeah, it has fiber. And another very important thing. Why dates? Dates has potassium. One of the big problem with fasting, especially prolonged fast, is that you lose potassium. A lot of potassium. And potassium, if you lose it, it makes you very weak. It makes your heart can go into irregular heartbeat. Yeah, that's why when I go for this weekly long fast, right, I actually take my own Span K. And Span K is a potassium supplement. I have to take it because I worry, that you drink coffee, you drink lots of water, you are peeing a lot. Literally, I pee a lot, and I know that I'm losing potassium, right? Yeah, so that's something that we must understand. There is Alhamdulillah, there is science behind why certain things are recommended in Islam. It's not. So the first thing we break fast with your dates, your 3 dates, so with the fiber, with the potassium, and with good carbohydrates, right? And okay, you must understand that this carbohydrate in fruits, they are different from macam makan broccoli. Broccoli is pure glucose, versus the sugar that you find in fruits. They have sucrose. Sucrose is very good at replenishing the liver, which is really probably quite empty at the time. So the intent is that you want to replenish. Why? Why do you want to do that? So that we can solat Tarawih. We need that, and we are not trying to cause a spike. We are trying to cause a gentle rise. Alright, that's why we don't take so much. The problem is that our society makan 3 tu, lepas tu 1 nanti besar. That's wrong. It shouldn't be the case, right? You eat that as what I usually do at my salad, and give yourself a break. You've eaten that, drink some water, then go for your Maghrib first. You finish your Maghrib, take something light as well, right? I would practically reserve anything heavy like your big meal, right? The next day, which is your sahur. Your sahur.
So your sahur is besar?
Yeah.
Your buka is kecil?
Yes. Yeah.
Hear that?
Because there's quite a big difference. Because I know through the night, right, you are probably drinking water and everything, versus what is known as a dry fast. Dry fast is more taxing to the body, so you need to prepare yourself well. So you eat, and even then you also don't want to eat things which cause a massive spike. That's where the concept of eating food is still same lah, half quarter, because you still do not want to cause that spike. You still want to have lots of vegetable, alright, to keep you full. So that you don't feel that you are hungry, all the time, and something that doesn't cause the insulin to spike too high, such that subsequently nanti macam pukul 8, pukul 9, then you have the crash. Once you have an insulin spike, right, they will always overspike. Our insulin will always overspike, and then subsequently our blood sugar drop, then that's when you have the crash. Yeah, that's why we have that postprandial postprandial means post meal drowsiness or sleepiness because we eat something that causes a massive spike, and I mentioned any massive spike is always an overshot. Yeah, that means, for example, if I need a certain amount of insulin for this amount of sugar, your body will always give more. Yeah. And then what happens that the intent is to bring the sugar back to normal, but you will go below normal, your usual normal, and that's when you start to get sleepy and drowsy. We do not want that.
Food coma.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean that's something that I can probably share. What about your?
Yeah, actually, thank you for that. It's something similar to what I do as well. So most days we have that kurma air, then we do our maghrib, then depending on, so we were discussing with other like-minded people. They were saying how we should do exactly what you were saying just now, because of our circadian rhythm. Hari-hari memang kita punya blood sugar masa pagi sebelum subuh dia akan naik sikit. And naturally. If you are diabetic, you are not diabetic, is the way our body prepare ourselves for the day. We will release a bit more glucose. Of course, if you are diabetic, the liver usually has more stores, and after maybe 8 hours of not eating, insulin levels are slightly lower, then there is more sugar in the bloodstream. But other than that, if we were to follow that wave, kita ride on it, sahur is the time where your body's blood sugar is naturally slightly higher. So kita makan lebih sikit during sahur, or the main meal during sahur, and then for buka we keep it light. And light in the sense that macam Dr. Zul kata, prioritize hydration, because I think Dr. Zul also can agree, in the emergency department during Ramadan we see a lot more people with dehydration, with kidney stones, right?
I mean, in general during Ramadan, talking about Ramadan, right? Yeah, definitely, because dehydration.
Yeah, that's right. So kita should prioritize water intake. Sebab kalau kita perut kita kan there's only limited amount of space it can hold. Kalau kita put in all the food first, then the water becomes something that we do later, which and then by the time dah food coma, dah penat, macam mana nak masukkan air, so tak cukup lah. So if it accumulates again, accumulate over 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, maybe by second week, third week, they can get kidney stone, then become in a lot of pain. And kidney stone is not something that is to be laughed about. The pain is what they call as man giving birth pain. That painful. Man giving birth. Batu karang.
So people pee out stones.
They may or may not pee out depending on where the stone is, how. But basically, it's just not something that it's something you want to avoid. It's not something you want to work towards. And the way to prevent it is to prioritize water, especially in the night time, because like Dr. Zul said, dry fasting is more taxing on the body, and we should replace all that fluids first. So then lepas tu of course kita nak tidur, everything, bila bangun then kita makan proper meal.
Interesting. Okay, I think we've got a lot of information. I think there's a lot more out there that we have to discover. InsyaAllah, if we have another time to have a Zul again, insyaAllah, we can discover more things. I think we already talked about Ramadan and how we're going to face it. Today it's a revelation. Kita buka kecil, sahur besar. Okay? I will keep that in mind. Then maybe next time we can talk about what to eat. Yeah, insyaAllah. Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, this is Get Up Fit Stop. See you next time. Thank you.